So let's get straight into it. First things first, I want to give Bleak his flowers because we all need a Bleak in our circle, man. We all need a Tony Yayo. We all need a ASAP BMs. Those type of people in our lives just bring so much value, especially when you become successful. Just having those people in your circle, basically just there for the cause. That's gonna stick it through the good, through the bad, through the ups and the downs. It's very rare to find these type of people, but when you do, you look back, years later, and you be like, damn, like you just really get to see how much value they brung, to your life and your lifestyle and the things around you. Because loyalty is something that you can't buy, man. It's something that you can't put a dollar on. And as you grow and money starts to get involved, a lot of people change, man. They always have that saying, money change people, but it's not really that money change people. It changes the people around you, because at that very moment when money gets involved, integrity is something that's going to be tested, and a lot of people fail, when those things happen. So I seen this clip, and I wanted to break down some of the nuances in this clip, man, because I just thought this interview was dope. If you haven't seen this interview, check out this interview. The interview is fire.
We started calling them the Dear Summers.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. So, speaking of Dear Summer, like the record itself, right? It's a very interesting arrangement because
I'm mad at that record too. Okay, let's go. I'm mad at that record too. It's a lot of records I don't like. I'm just mad at.
But you can't be that mad at it because it's on a Memphis Bleak album, and ultimately people are looking for that record.
They gotta go to my project.
Exactly. They had to go to.
So that's the genius, man, of Hov. I like to judge people off their actions. A lot of people, got opinions of this and that, but I love to judge people off what they did and what they do. And so the genius of that right there is that Hov was basically putting Memphis Bleak in position back then. You feel me? By even putting Dear Summer, a song that when I instantly heard it when I was in high school, it was one of the ones, like if you was in tune, you was like, nah, this hard. And to now look back and hear the story, it kind of just show you that, man, Hov really didn't have ego when it came to this music shit, man. He was just, if he fucked with you, he had to fuck with you though. But if he fucked with you, he was definitely trying to put you in position. And, just seeing this clip and hearing how Memphis Bleak is talking, that was a good look. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about this is that, if you tapped into the music, go check out the Spotify, the iTunes. I've done this for artists. Without hearing the story, this is just something that made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And to hear Memphis Bleak say stuff like this, like I've done this for artists where I produce for them, and they like, bro, put a verse on there. And I'm like, nah, bro, I don't really need that. But you could use, since I produce, I'll have you put it on my Spotify page too, and we could both eat because I know I got more motion than you. You don't really got no motion, but shit, if you put my name on it, it's just gonna be exposure for you. And a lot of artists, they can't see that far. But to know that Hov was doing this back then, and know that I've like been in tune with doing stuff like this now, it just show you, man, it's perspective at the end of the day.
We tried to do what we did with his album.
Right.
With Volume 3, with Volume 2 it was, where I set the album off. When you buy the album, he was like, yo, when a person purchased my album and they hear you first, it's going to blow their mind. Like, the first thing you hear is, nah, this ain't Jay and shit, no Bleak. So it's ill. Right. It worked for me. But when I did mine, when he did the record, it was like, yo, why you put Jay on your joint? He damn near killed your whole album with that record. And then Jay like, yo, why you ain't put a verse on it? Yo, my man, you never told me it was open space for a verse. Like,
yeah, I don't remember that.
You feel me?
I don't remember that conversation.
Yeah, he like, yo, you should have put a verse on it. Where? On the outro?
But it still ultimately drove sales for you.
Yes,
right?
Definitely.
And still, you still get mechanical for that because it's a record on your album.
Yes.
So, like.
So this is what I want to break down is that Memphis Bleak is getting paid every month, right? Off a record that he didn't even put a verse on. If that's not a bar, I don't care. Because I've done that for artists. That they getting paid that I never put a verse on, but I produced, I put it. And that right there just shows you the difference between a person with no ego and that can see the bigger picture versus a person that just like can't see the picture and kind of like, you know, looking at it negatively. Like I was watching this interview and I'm like, damn, in so many ways, like, man, it's at the end of the day, you are the company you keep, and you gotta be able to have understanding, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Like Hov was ahead, and yeah, Memphis Bleak. You need a Memphis Bleak. You need a Tony Yayo. You need an ASAP Yams to tell these stories, because when you a visionary or when you ahead, you just doing what you doing. But when you got somebody that's able to tell the tutelage between the success, that's the love, man.
There's not many people that can say that they have somebody of that stature that would toss them effortless looks like that.
Yes.
No, you ain't lying, man. I got a couple records from Jay just on the, yo, you want this record? That's how I got Murder.
That's what that was, because we did that for him.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's how I got Murder. He
You
was
can
like,
have
I got
it.
20 records on my album. He's like, this one ain't make it. Please put it on your album. It was like, okay, let me get that. I'll gladly take that.
Right.
That's cool. I like the joint that you had with Rihanna. That was her first track, you know, with Rockefeller.
So
How'd
mad
that
at
come
myself.
together? Why?
Because I ain't shoot a video to that record.
Oh, man.
You know, that's that. You thinking you lit. Ain't know she was going to be the real lit.
Right.
Now it's like I was holding up a candle to the sun.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, but that's it. That record came about. It's so weird. I didn't even want to do the record.
Really?
Yeah, because we had a producer, a good friend of mine.
I experienced that so much throughout my music career, where it's like I kind of like showing niggas like, this right here gonna be something, and niggas trying to fight it, and then later on down the line end up working out. And so you deal with that, being a producer or just being an artist. You gonna deal with a lot of that, but you just gotta. I think you just gotta have, like I said, that ego thing is big in music, man. I don't really have no ego. Like, if you can see it with me, it's gonna work. But if you can't, it is what it is. I'm not gonna judge you or think nothing of it. But I definitely had those situations like that where, like, I've had records where I sent to people and they like and then later down the line they be like, nah, bro, that shit came out hard. So it's love, man.
And homie Bink, he did the beat.
They did that?
Yeah, Bink did that beat. And when I heard it, I was like, yo, I think I have a record like this. Like, I didn't see the vision of it. So Jay was the one who was like, nah, I got a hook for it, Bleak. I got a girl who gonna sing on it. Trust me, once you hear the chorus,
That's wild.
you gonna like it.
I got a girl, like, referring to Rihanna as like, I got a girl that's gonna sing on it.
He was like, yo, I got this girl we just signed. She dope. Trust me, I'm gonna put a hook on it. And then and once he came back to the studio with the hook, it was like, okay. I got it.
So look, man, Dear Summer, this song has 33 million streams, man. The next record that's close to that has 14 million streams. So imagine Big Homie, who was Hov, who was Jay-Z at the time, telling his little brother, Memphis Bleak, like, look, man, I'm going to throw this on your album, man. You ain't got to do nothing but just say green light. You fuck with this? Yeah, I fuck with it, Big Homie. Put it on my album. Years later, you getting a mechanical royalty where every month you getting paid off of this, but you didn't do nothing as far as like just basically saying, yeah, do what you do, Big Homie. And these are the things that I say I judge actions off of, because, you know, nowadays everybody got their opinions about, oh, yeah, that's everybody got their opinions about everybody. But I try to find the value in just like stuff like this, because when you look now, years later, Jay-Z's here, you know what I'm saying? Memphis Bleak, he's there. You know, he hasn't. Success is relative to what you think success is, but as far as like financially, Jay-Z's has reached like a different plateau, right? We all know that. Even Memphis Bleak could probably tell you that. But the fact that Hov was putting him in positions and giving him royalties and just doing stuff like that he's able to eat for the rest of his life and his kids can eat for the rest of his life, those are the things that on this channel I love to value and I love to shed light on, because you don't really find people like that. That's a gem. That's rare. And, you know, everybody got their saying of, or they got their opinions about, you know, certain people, but you can always find that once you gain success, a lot of people around you gonna change, but the ones that stay down, you get to see stuff like this, man. That's the more of what I want to break down. Like the ones that's there for you, that's gonna ride through the thick and thin, you gonna hear stories like this. And these are the stories that's not really glorified. I love to glorify them because I know, like, me being an artist I am and the things that I've done, those are the values that I kind of stand on. Those are the codes that I stand on. So that's the reason why y'all follow this channel. And that's more of the stuff that, you know, we here to kind of shed light on is that. And yeah, man, I watched the interview and I thought, like, man, it's fire, bro. Cause I did, you know, I love music. I love hip hop. And this was definitely my era. I remember when Dear Summer came out and it was like, I had it on repeat for like a week or two, like, cause I was feeling like, you know, music, sometimes music is like, you be going through certain things and it's just that instant connection of like what the song is about. So at the time I was feeling like that. So, but I didn't even, you know, it's funny about it, at that time, I didn't even really recognize that this was on Memphis Bleak's album. You feel me? Cause back then I was listening to it on, I believe, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even really like put two and two together. So, but yeah, man, there you have it, man. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications. Make sure you share this video and just leave a comment below, man. Just what you think about just, man, success and like just the things that come around it. A lot of times people just want to be successful. They don't know, like, a lot of things change when you become successful, but you got to remain humble. You got to remain grounded. And like I said, man, we need more Tony Yayos. We need more ASAP Yams. We need more Memphis Bleaks, man. The list is long. Well, it's not that long, but we need more niggas like this, man. That's like, you know, Hov definitely reached those pinnacles, but at the same time, you got to associate Memphis Bleak as part of that journey and a part of that tutelage. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Till next time. Sheesh. Let's get it.